Welcome to Album of the Week, episode 27, April 2023. For those of you new to this channel, here at Screen Blast Repeat, we bring you all things extreme metal, prog, and dark alternative. You can read our daily reviews at www.screenblastrepeat.com. As a reminder, our definition of Album of the Week means our favourite record from a short list of 8. Today, we review the new record from Brooklyn avant-garde metal quartet Liturgy. Their new LP is called 93696, and they released it via Thrill Jockey Records on the 24th of March, 2023. Hela Ravina Hunt Hendricks is a genius in the eyes of Spin magazine and an interloper in the black metal scene to most underground publications. Formerly known as Hunter Hunt Hendricks, the transgender Brooklyn composer surprised everyone in 2020 with the release of the excellent black metal opera Origin of the Alamonies. Part Stravinsky, part K.O. Dot, and part Triptychon, it won Hunt Hendricks acclaim and silenced some of the critics who dismissed Liturgy as hipster black metal. Now she returns with her most ambitious work to date, a double album of 1 hour and 22 minutes. Liturgy have always been transfixed by the idea of creating transcendental black metal through the incorporation of other genres, most notably progressive rock and electronica. On 93696, they make their most daring attempt to reach this objective via the power of angelic soprano harmonies and chaotic guitar melodies. Ex-KO Dot drummer Leo Didkovsky is the key to making this happen. Hunt Hendricks pushes him hard on the 8-minute epic Generation, after introducing the album with 2 minutes of divine voice arrangements in opener Daily Bread. Here, Didkovsky accents everything in sight as if auditioning for the sequel to the film Whiplash, while the two guitarists rip through their pedal boards and throttle their strings in a frenzy of advanced melody. Epic is not the word. Imagine a black metal interpretation of a 1970s theme tune in the hands of John Barry, filled with screaming pitch vocals that seldom reveal the shape of intelligible words. You can compare it to the hysterical noise rock onslaught of Oklahoma quartet Chat Pile, but with a dark throne hostility. A clear, Eastern-orientated resonance adds sparkle to the aggression, as if scorching a Hong Kong garden with a blowtorch. It reminds you that the orange splendor of burning flames can produce an immense beauty in the shadow of fear. Whether Liturgy play black metal or incorporate its most visceral elements into an alternative rock setting is one of the most fascinating aspects of CD1. Kayla starts like a Smashing Pumpkins number from the Siamese Dream era, but transitions into a violent storm of blast beats and unnerving screams before finding respite in a vicious neurosis doom entanglement. How do they unearth such a sparkling melodic crust to their music when its dynamics aim to rip the skin off your face? The experimental New York influence on Hunt Hendricks is obvious in the 9-minute sweep of Halogen 2, where the transcendental self-hatred misanthropy of early Swans sets the foundations for an alternating blast of blackened noise rock and neurotic introspection straight from Radiohead's Kid A playbook. It offers great continuity from the last 2 records and reminds you that contemporary artists like Pupil Slicer have already started to adopt a similar dynamic in their music as a direct result of Liturgy's pioneering influence. But the true separation between the Brooklyn collective and the contemporaries is the determination to find the glory of unhindered expression through self-annihilation. Here, each musician sees the end in sight after a marathon performance and then aims for the next challenge after 26 miles of blood and sweat. As if dissatisfied with a mere photo finish and personal best, this is the sound of a band pushing themselves to the extreme. The second CD continues the mix of long compositions interspersed with mystical interlude pieces that makes 93696 impossible to understand unless you listen to it in chronological order. You might question the need for a primitive descant recorder composition at the end of CD1, but it will make sense when Angel of Emancipation continues the melody with a minimalist keyboard phrase. Now you can hear the glory of Björk's latest album in the mood of the music and throughout the rest of the record. Ananon is more sonic youth than Satyricon, with an enlivening surge of voice harmonies juxtaposing the blast beats and aggressive guitar fervor. The 14-minute thrill of the title track starts like the opening drum beat to Sick Man by Alice in Chains, and soon switches to a visceral piece of harmonic minor pulse metal with subtle offbeats and a Dillinger escape plan severance from its prison of claustrophobia. Didkovsky refuses to lower his sticks until Hunt Hendricks sucks every last drop of adrenaline out of her body in a manic Wagnerian flourish. It makes the classical minimalism of Angel of Individuation even more poignant as a requiem for the damaged mind. Of course, an album of 1 hour and 22 minutes presents many risks. Overindulgence and the inability to edit one's art are two of the most obvious. Superfluous interludes such as Angel of Hierarchy on CD1 could be removed with no detrimental impact on the flow of the album. The 14 minutes of Antigone 2 could be just as effective in less than 10, despite the admirable aim to plough through successive dynamic uplifts, each one more powerful than the last. More hysterical noise metal syncopations like the outstanding title track would push this record even further towards the cycle of death and rebirth that it aims to capture in the listening experience. Yet despite the overindulgence, Liturgy's breathtaking artistic ambition triumphs over all considerations here. This is a remarkable attempt to reinvent experimental rock with the urgency it needs to move forward. The days when people dismiss Liturgy as trendy imposters will make no sense once you absorb 93696 and grow to understand its spectacular emotional pull. So, after a careful weighing of the pros and cons, we award this album an 8 out of 10. If you like this record, we recommend you check out the following albums. Triptychon with the Metropole Orchestra's live performance of their Requiem at the 2019 Roadburn Festival, released in physical format in 2020. Björk's Fossora album from last year, and the debut record from Chatpile called God's Country, also released last year. Thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Facebook, and more importantly, please visit our website at www.screenblastrepeat.com for the latest album and EP reviews from established, up-and-coming, and unsigned artists in the worlds of extreme metal prog and dark alternative.